What is up, everyone? How are we doing? We are back on the House TD beta, and pretty much I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little tutorial of the map because I know I had some questions about it. So let's go ahead and get started. So once you guys enter into the map, you're going to have a little thing on the left side on the bottom that says claim rewards, and pretty much this is where you're going to be able to click on your rewards and claim anything depending on how long you stay in the game. Go ahead and click it. Also, when you load in, you are going to get these rewards as well, but in case if you don't get this screen, on the bottom left hand side there's going to be 4 blocks, and pretty much you're going to click on the calendar one, click on that, and pretty much it pops up in case you need it. Before you go inside the house, go ahead and talk to the beta reward character here. Pretty much what you end up doing is you end up getting him as a character, and he does a decent amount of damage for the beginner players. And you can pretty much equip them by going into your backpack, going into heroes, clicking on the hero, and equipping them. Continuing on, we do have Spike here, and there's multiple spikes all over the map, but pretty much this is the spike you want to talk to if you want to get a free pet. Pretty much you're going to talk to him, and he's going to be like, here's a free pet, go ahead and enjoy. And the way you do that to equip them is kind of the same way with the characters. You're going to click on your backpack. Once you click on your backpack, you're going to click on pets, click on Spike, equipped, and now you have a little guy following you around the map. So once you enter inside, I think the most important part is just to understand like where everything's at. And so we're going to go ahead and go to the summoned heroes area. Pretty much you could go downstairs to the crypt, or you could click on the summon button right here on the left side. I'm going to go ahead and click it, and it's going to take us straight to the summoning area right here. Once you're in here, pretty much you could go ahead and collect the different types of towers here. And I'm going to go ahead and say this right now because a lot of people got this a little bit confused. They do change every so often. There are some chances where some characters stay a lot longer than others depending on their rarity, and the rarity is right here on the side, as you guys could see the check rarities. So depending on that will just dictate like what's up there and what's not. Just keep in mind though, when something disappears from here, it usually does come back. We're gonna go ahead and exit. Coming over here, pretty much there are some urns, and you could get these urns by playing endless, by collecting them in our collect claim stuff, as well as pretty much doing like the campaign parts aspects of the gameplay as well. And depending on the color dictates like what you pretty much get from it. And as you guys can see over here, there are possibilities for getting shinies. If you get like a shiny urn, you have a higher possibility. You can get it from the tomb as well when you summon stuff. And there are other ways to get it as well. As you continue to play the game, you'll figure those out on your own. They haven't exactly released everything out yet because there's a lot of stuff that still isn't exactly released. But besides that, let's go ahead and talk about the stuff that is released. So on our left and right side, we have these elevators, and pretty much these elevators take you to the campaign aspect of the game. You have 1, 2, and 3, pretty much indicating how many players can join. The higher the players are, the more difficult it is. So I would just say, just be careful. Sometimes it's a lot more easier to do them by yourself than joining in a big group. And each side, it's going to be the exact same thing. So it doesn't really matter what side you go on. Just try to figure out if you want to play with people or not. It's a little bit easier if you don't play with too many people. But if you want to challenge, 3 people is always the way to go. Continuing on, we pretty much have curses over here. And for you guys that don't understand exactly what curses are, pretty much they're like abilities or attributes that you could add on to characters. So right here, you're going to talk to the voodoo guy, click OK, and it's going to pretty much click on a character that you want to power up. And so for this one, let's go ahead and just give you an example of what you could do here. So we're going to use our bloodlust bear right here, and we're going to go ahead and give a curse. And so pretty much now we have blitz. And just to go ahead and show you guys what we have here, there's different types of unique abilities that you can put on them. Some of them are a lot more easier to get, and some of them are hard to get. So I would just suggest just keep an eye out for them. If you want to know more about them, you could always click on them, and they do give you a brief description on them. On top of that as well, we do have the garden, which is pretty much endless waves. And I'm not exactly sure because this is my first time actually like getting into this. I'm probably about like 10 days into the game. There is a boom bear. I'm not exactly sure if the endless wave is going to stay the same for the same character, or it's going to end up switching out over time. But I will say this, once you get to wave 100, you're going to get the boom bear. I'm not exactly sure if that's going to be accurate for future events, because I'm pretty sure this is specifically for this event. So just letting you guys know. And also you do have an opportunity to get a shiny boom bear, 1 out of 25 chance. Just letting you guys know off the bat. Now let's go ahead and talk about the stuff that hasn't been released yet. So right now we are going to have this over here, which is pretty much going to be the Demon Slayer. And as of right now, I'm not exactly sure too much about it. I did join the Discord. I couldn't really find too much on their personal Discord. But as soon as this releases, I'll probably go ahead and give you guys an update, just because I know we had some people that were kind of interested in this game. So there's that right there. Another location that we're going to go ahead and talk about is going to be down in the crypt. And if I remember correctly, it's called Realms. So right here, you're going to go to your left side, and it's going to be Realms right here. And pretty much as of right now, it's not really opened yet, and I'm not exactly sure when it's going to be opened. But this is another little piece that has not been open to the public just yet. Not exactly sure when it is, but there's that as well. And on the other side, there is nothing, but I did hear rumors that eventually they are going to add something else, just to keep you guys informed with that. And that pretty much covers the basics about everything, guys. So that's pretty much everything on the map. If we click on the backpack, once again, you have the shop. They have a variety of items that you could pretty much buy. Your heroes, once again, you can equip them, and you could actually select through rarity on how rare they are. And you can also look at your shinies as well. Your urns, so pretty much you get your urns right here. You can open them. You can get the urns from doing endless, from doing just regular campaigns, or by collecting daily rewards as well. As you guys could see here, I got a Shadow Kitty Mythic, which is pretty cool. Collectibles, not exactly sure what that is, because I'm still fairly brand new to the game, and I did go into their Discord server, and I didn't really see much on this either. So once I figure it out, I'll probably make another video and let you guys know about it. And your pets. And your pets aren't just only the ones that you get from the beginning from Spike. Another cool thing about the campaign is that you get a 2% chance of actually getting a pet. And right now, I'm going to go with Small Drago into the 2-player one. So we could kind of go ahead and show you guys what the levels look like and the chances of getting the pet, so you guys have an understanding. And it should take a couple seconds for us to load in. Another thing too, aside from that, you could also get your cursed skulls, which you use to pretty much update your players as well. Or your towers, I should say. And as of right now, we're not going to play the game. We're just going to go ahead and show you guys what it's all about. Assuming that it works. Okay, there we go. I was a little afraid that it wasn't exactly going to take us anywhere. But here we are. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the possibilities of you guys getting it. I have completed all 5, as well as Small Drago, who was right next to us. So as you guys can see here, just depending on what floor you play will dictate how much soul gems you get. You also have your voodoo tokens, the percentage chance you get 20% here. Mystery urns 10%. And the pet, like I told you guys, you get a 2% chance. And depending on what you play on will dictate how many soul gems you get and the variety of the other contexts as well. But for right now, I think the only thing that does change is just the soul gems. Once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with the content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.